Hey there, everybody. Lauren here. Welcome to Lauren's Tomato Awesome Sauce. Happy Thursday and happy Halloween. You can see I'm twinning my little tomato guy here. I mentioned yesterday, I did an unboxing yesterday of, who was the vendor? How soon they forget. Oh, TOMATO AWESOMESAUCE. That's it. I was sharing yesterday, if you were watching yesterday live, that I'm not a fan of Halloween. Never have been. When the kids were little, I liked Halloween because it's fun and stuff. But the kids are old, they're gone. And I don't know, I've just never been a fan. It is the anniversary of when Rob asked me to marry him, which would have been 32 years ago today, I think. So that's a good thing. But anyway, I remembered that when we have a cat who's the love of our life, Rory the Wonder Cat. And, you know, there was a period where I'm like, we can dress her up. Cats, if you have a cat, you know that you cannot dress up cats. But I have this whole little bag full of like really cute costumes. And I realized today, I was thinking about my tomato today and thinking, how cute would it be to dress him up? And then I remembered Rory's costumes. One of them happened to be a pirate. So found the pirate hat. And then I remembered when we were on a Disney cruise last month to see our daughter, who's a performer on there was pirate night. So I had to quickly scramble on Amazon and get pirate stuff. So the tomato and I are twinning. Happy Halloween to you all. Arrgh. Hope everybody's having a good day. If it's your first time watching, welcome. My name's Lauren, otherwise known as Mrs. Tomato Head. I'm a co-admin of a great community on Facebook called Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap. And we are, we're basically crazy about tomatoes and not just eating them and growing them, but getting to learn about each of the varieties, where they originate, the breeders, climates and all of that. And so I'm quite obsessed with it all. So that's why I come to you on Thursdays with this show. And I like to do it live because I like to bring you guys into the conversation. So let me and my comments tend to get out of control if I don't keep up with them. I can see I'm already 20 minutes behind. But I like to bring you guys into the conversation. So please say hi, say where you're from, whatever you want. I try to answer as many questions or put as many comments up as possible. Hi, Diana. Glad you're here. Also, if it's your first time, I give away prizes. I give away seed prizes to 5 people at the end of the episode. So put in hashtag tomato in the comments. I'm actually going to try, let me see if it's working. Okay, it's working. I'm going to try the Ev Mux one again to see if they've worked things out, but I have the other one as a backup. So put in hashtag tomato and we'll see how it goes. Glad you guys are all here with me on this Thursday. Teresa's here. Hi, Teresa. Glad you're here. Lucas Wallman's here. Hey, Lucas from Austria. It's 12 inches of snow now. Whoa. Not ready for that. Not ready for that. Wow. I'm sure it's beautiful though in Austria. Absolutely. Hi, Sherman. Sherman gave me a very nice compliment earlier, so I'm still grinning ear to ear from that. Thank you, Sherman. Welcome, everyone. Always a pleasure being here. Spreadsheet is open, ready to add more varieties. Sounds good. I know, snow. Seriously. Sherman said his spreadsheet's open. If it's your first time watching and you don't have a spreadsheet, your best bet to watch my show is with a notebook and a pen or pencil, because sometimes you may just hear of a variety that you feel like you must have, not like want to have. But even if you don't order it, and I try to put as many links if they're available to order, I try to put links in so you can find them when I can find them. But it's also a good idea to write them down if you're in the group. Seed Seeking Saturday is every Saturday. You can put down 5 new varieties each week that you want. And, we've got a global group. It's a global community of 5,500 people. And you just never know when somebody will have those seeds for you. So write things down so you don't have to say, what was that variety again that Lauren was talking about? A couple things before I should get to more comments first. I have a couple just a couple things I wanted to talk about, other than it being Halloween. Happy Halloween to everybody. Let's see. Rowena's here. Hi, Rowena. Glad you're here. Happy to be here with my fellow tomato heads. Yeah, I still have some tomatoes on my counter. Definitely not on the plants. We've had a couple of frosts by now. And I wanted to show you. I've been telling Kina and Jen, I've talked about this variety before. So I've talked just about every week about long keepers or winter storage tomatoes. These are varieties that some people hang, like Ramelette or Pianolo style, like hanging from the ceiling, and they're meant to, give us fresh tomatoes during a lot of the winter. I'm storing mine flat in a box, but there's one I grew like 4 different varieties this year. There's one I can't stop talking about. It's called Banyal Bufar. It is from Spain. And while I still have some slicers upstairs on the counter, the late season slicers are just nothing, they just don't taste all that great. But these do. These are delicious. Yeah, I know there's been talk about whether long keepers or winter storage tomatoes actually taste good. And I've had a few that really don't. I swear this gets better each time I eat them. And it's been so productive. The plant was swimming, so I've got a huge bin upstairs full of Banyal Bufar. So if you're looking for a good long keeper, I would recommend that one. Tomato head, yay! Safi is here. Happy Halloween. Thank you, Teresa. Like, subscribe, follow, turn on notifications. Thank you very much. Lucas says, yep, snow where I live in the Austrian Alps at 920 meters over sea level. I am lucky if there's no snow in August. Hi, Sam. Glad you're here. Happy Thursday. How can you not want what she shares? Such a treasure trove. So glad to hear that. Somebody asked me last week, I forget who, how I come up with the varieties I'm going to talk about each week. And I've shared this before. It happens very organically. Like just today, I got these incredible, I got a couple great things today. One is this pack of tons of seeds from Spain, a lot of rare long keepers from a friend in Spain. Got something from Greece today. So sometimes I'll talk about them on the show. Other times it's like somebody told me about a variety. And I do have an ongoing list in a Google Doc, like possible varieties to talk about. And so I'll often, if things aren't piling up on my list of 10, I can refer to that and see if there's something to add in. But it always happens very organically. And very often it all happens day of too, which is kind of strange. Sasha's here. Hey, Sasha. Glad you're here. Yeah, Lucas, none of us can deal with the snow so early. Oh, yeah, you like my music? They only give you like 5 choices. And so, some of them are kind of weird. Hey, Michael. Haven't seen you in a long time. Finally got here for the live again. Work should not interfere with your tomato life, Michael. Just saying. You missed Michael last week. I think I sent you a message. I tasted my Candyberry Tiny Totem Cross, and it is amazing. It was like an 8.3 bricks or something like that. Really, really great. Hi, Hector. Glad you're here. Who else do we have? Deborah's here. Hi there. Good morning to you. Deb's here. Oh, I haven't even opened yours, Deb, but I got seed mail from you today too. Thank you. I have to open that. I got gifted with all kinds of things today. Oh, my buddy's here, Jen. Hey, Jen. Glad you're here. Who else do we have? 60 watching and it hasn't started yet. But I think we lost a few. We're down to 54. Although I can't see how many are watching on Instagram. I can only see on YouTube. But thanks, Jen. Me and my tomato friend. Speaking of Jen and I didn't get the message from you, Jen. I totally screwed up regarding Tomato Talk Live this month, and it's totally my fault. So we're having Bill Yoder is going to be our guest again. We've kind of kept that on the down low because Bill's recovering from back surgery, and exactly gone well, so we thought we were going to have to postpone, but he is going to join us after all. And I told him November 8th. I forgot that the actual first Friday of the month is tomorrow, November 1st. So I told him November 8th. So Jen, I haven't gotten a message back. I hope that's okay with you. So if you guys are expecting Tomato Talk live tomorrow night, there is none. But next Friday, as long as Jen can. We good, Jen? I'm sorry about that. Keena's here too, my other partner. Hi, Pirate, Lauren, and Tomato Guy, and hi, everyone. I realize he should probably have a name. And he's got a little friend here too. I thought about Tom, but that's kind of cliche, naming your tomato Tom. Maybe you guys can give me ideas on what to name my tomato. I sense it's a boy, but I could be wrong about that too. It could be like gender fluid tomato. I'm not really sure. Alex is here. Oh my God, a pirate of the Caribbean. Yeah. Yes, thankfully for Amazon, we were able to get pirate gear the night before we were to leave on the cruise. Did not know about that ahead of time. Olivia's here, my buddy Olivia. Glad you're here. Drew's here. You look awesome. I'm not a big fan either. Don't care for the spooky stuff. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't mind scary movies. I don't seek them out. I like thrillers, like the Sixth Sense type movie. When I was younger in high school and all that, I loved the slasher movies. I don't really care about that stuff now. But yeah, I don't know. We don't get trick-or-treaters either. We're kind of out in the boondocks. So, kids get more for their money, so to speak, if they go to, in like the next town where there's a little town, or I don't know. When my kids were starting to get a little bit older, they started doing something called trunk or treat. I don't know if any of you are familiar with trunk or treat, but we did it up at the elementary school, which is just up the road from us. And everybody kind of decorated the trunks of their cars and, gave out candy. Every car was a different family. And so the kids could go around that way. It was a nice family night. But I think we kind of did that in addition to Halloween, if I'm remembering right, instead of Halloween. But we always did like a mall or something. Or we would go to my parents' neighborhood, now that I'm thinking about it. They lived in a development about a half an hour away before they relocated to Pennsylvania. So we haven't had a trick-or-treater here in 30 years, other than my own little kids, begging for candy on Halloween. Oh, thanks, Sherman. Happy proposal anniversary. Thank you very much. Beware, this pirate tomato can steal your heart. Which one, me or unnamed tomato there? Hi, Catherine from Pennsylvania. Glad you're here. Hope all is well. Sri Devi's here. Hi there. Glad you guys are here. Hi, Sue. Oh, we've got the gang's all here. Glad to see you guys. I'm from beautiful West Virginia. The mountains right now are spectacular. Yeah, Jen, I was out earlier. I had to go to the pharmacy and then went to the farm stand to get some veggies, not tomatoes, of course. And the foliage right now, it's got to be at its peak. And we're in another drought. Are you in another drought, Jen? I would imagine. We haven't had rain since we were away on the cruise, and that was the middle of September. We have not had one drop of rain. It's kind of crazy. I had lettuce growing outside, and I haven't been watering it. So that's kind of going to seed. We've got lots of hashtag tomatoes. Hello from Transylvania, Alex. Yes, Halloween's your thing. For those of you around the world, I know we have our best friends that used to live across the street from us are originally from the UK. They moved here in 2001. And trick-or-treating wasn't a great big thing in England at the time, but as, the more years it went on, it started becoming a big thing. And so I want to hear from you guys in other parts of the world. What is Halloween to you guys? What does that mean? Kina gave us Jen and I, some really neat information about what they do in Norway and all that. So I'd love to hear how you guys celebrate in other parts of the world. It sounds like Alex has a new video up. Is that right? Haven't caught it yet. Just watched your video, growing 4 of them next year, Alex. Love your videos. His videos are phenomenal. I must say I've grown a lot because of Alex, that's for sure. 2 this year, as a matter of fact. Well, I was already growing Jarson 13 ochre pear, but also Quarantico di Ravenna, or Heart Quarantico. Yeah, Heart of Ravenna. That was fantastic, and that came from your video too. Hi, Tree. I'm in Syracuse, New York. We get an average of 140 inches of snow a year. Oof, brutal. We, in New Jersey, where I am, we haven't had, I mean, when I was a kid, we would get significant snowfalls. Just doesn't seem to happen anymore. I see Heidi here, who lives very close to me. I don't think we've had like a couple things where it'll snow, it'll go for like 2-3 inches and then disappear. We haven't had these monster snowstorms that we used to. I know when I was pregnant with Riley, I was very pregnant with Riley in 1996. She was born the end of February 1996. And we have VHS video of me with my belly out to here. And we had I remember that storm, it was like 40 inches, which would be 100 centimeters on my little cheat sheet here, or 1 meter, I think that is, right? Is that right? No, it sounds like more than 1 meter. 100 centimeters, I know that. That's a lot of snow, but we haven't had that in a while. Rose here. Howdy, ghouls and goblins. It's tomato time. Hey there, glad you are here. Thank you, Jen, for liking and subscribing. I appreciate that. It was 21 degrees Celsius here today, by the way. I'm still not great on the Fahrenheit and Celsius. To me, that sounds pretty warm. Yes, it's I think it's about 70 degrees Fahrenheit here. I'm thinking that might be around the same as 21 Celsius. Is that right, Michael? Let me know. Everybody's saying happy Halloween. Heidi, Sri Devi, blah blah's here. Hey there, glad you're here. And Keena's saying 21 Celsius. That's warmer than I had this summer. Yeah, you had a rough summer, Keena, but still got tomatoes. Oh, Deb, yes. To answer your, yes. So there's a variety that Deb and I both grew that maybe you guys are aware of called Chef Guy Getta. I believe Chef Guy Getta is an actual chef from France, if I'm not mistaken. Great little variety, and I was very prolific. It's kind of green, striped. They're about this big, very tasty tomato. It has that great interior that I love, kind of the tricolor green, pink. And I was realizing as I was picking them, they last on the counter forever. I should go grab some. So as I was making my last batches of tomato crack and all that, I'm like, I'm going to hold some of these back because whether or not they're official lawn keepers, they don't spoil. And so they're holding up better than some of my lawn keepers. If you guys want to see, let me know in the comments. I can run up and grab a couple. It's kind of crazy. How do they taste? I mean, they've been picked. The plant died a while ago, so they're at least 8 weeks old, maybe longer. I think they were coming in July. So what is that? August, September, October. Yeah, they could be pushing 3 months, some of them. Kind of crazy. But good to know. We'll see how they taste in the winter. Hi, Cynthia. Listening while I clean up the house. Don't mind me. I'm still here and listening. No worries. I have cherry tomatoes producing, nothing ripe yet. Down here, they will get here. You mean down in, you mean as far as micros in your house? Is that what you mean? I've been really enjoying the candy berry tiny totem mix. It's so good. I planted seeds, like the F2 seeds, after the show ended last week after I tasted it, and a couple of them have popped up. So I'm super excited. This has the potential to be a really, really tasty micro. If you missed the episode, the plants aren't looking so great, but I've got 3 plants going. Here's kind of the size of them. If you've grown candy berry, it's got the same red high gloss on it. The plants have been prolific and super sweet. Like I said, 8.3 bricks for a micro. That's incredible. So I'm super pumped about that. Who else we have? Lisa Lloyd's here. Hello. Oh, Jen says it's 84 degrees where you are. Hey there. My friend Anthony's here. Hey, Anthony. Danielle's here. Hi, Danielle. And Did anyone else hear Luke call himself Mr. Tomato Head today? Which Luke? Are we talking about Lucas? Haven't heard anybody else call himself Mr. Tomato Head. I know there's an Etsy vendor. I think he's on Etsy. He's been around for a while, Mr. Tomato Head. We have not had the pleasure of meeting though. What else we got? Karen's here. 73 degrees here. Southern New Hampshire right now. Ornamental pepper plant still looking good outside. That's nice. It's a beautiful day. Luke is still waiting for Pair of Pleasure F8 seeds. Not forget about your letter. No worries. I'm excited. I'm excited for a couple of things you're giving me. Hey, Randy, glad you're here. How far behind are we? Jen, are we good for next Friday? I'm going to scan through these comments to see if we're good. I'm sorry about that. Malachite Jen's here. Hey, Malachite Jen. I've got some interesting varieties to talk about this week from all over the world. I mean, they always are, but today feels like extremely global. Oh, Jen said, all right, we are good. So thank you, Jen. I appreciate that. So next Friday, Tomato Talk Live, November 8th. Yes, 8th. November 8th. Tomato Talk Live with our friend Bill Yoder, and I'm going to be talking about one of his varieties today from his new Duran Duran line. He was with us, I think, February episode, and he's just, if you guys were able to watch the show, he's just such a nice guy, an incredibly talented breeder. So Jen and I are super excited to have him back. Hey, Jerry, glad you're here. Uh-oh, things are frozen. What's going on? Not one of those days. Come on. I can't show any other comments or get rid of this one. Okay. Why are things freezing up? Am I still on the air? Looks like I'm still on the air. I can scroll, but I can't show the comments. Well, that's a bummer. I want to refresh, but I think I can see your comments coming in. Am I going to be able to show anything? All right, this is a problem. I can't switch between scenes either, and I'm going to have to for my slideshow. So I'm going to log out and log back in again. This hasn't happened in a while. All right, be right back. Hopefully this works. Not letting me in the broadcast either. I may have to do a hard reset. All right, guys, talk amongst yourself. Refresh. We'll wait. Teresa, thank you. It's weird. My mouse is moving. I've got things closed out. All right. I'll be back in a couple minutes, guys. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk about the tomato you're most excited to grow next year. Be right back, hopefully. How's this? Am I back? It looks to me like I'm back. So I have to close out some windows that are popping up. Oh, okay. All right. Looks like we're back. Sorry, gang. I don't know what's going on. Michael says, considering growing suffer well indoors. Ooh, that's nice. That I would want to see. It didn't get all that tall for me, so that's possible. It's not like Bananas Noir. If you can do Bananas Noir, you can definitely do suffer well. Who am I missing here? I just want to make sure. Gapey's Grub. Most excited to grow all the other varieties I got, but I suppose Suffer Well might be the one I'm looking forward to most since everyone says it's so great. It was a game changer for me. It unseeded Malachita Katulka as my favorite tomato. Eked right by. I mean, Malachite box is still amazing, but wow. I mean, it's for me, it's everything I want in a tomato. It's got sweetness, it's got acidity and tanginess and flavor that lingers on the palate, not watery at all, delicious. And I know Alex really liked it also. All right, I think we're behind on comments, but I want to make sure I got everybody. Brianna's here. Hey, everybody, I had to do a hard reset because things were kind of frozen on my end. So hopefully, yeah, it looks like everybody's hashtag tomato still registered. So if you haven't done hashtag tomato yet, join in. Couple other things before I talk about tomatoes. Today, I got a special treat in the mail from Meraki Seeds, Helena at Meraki Seeds. She is in Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap. She's a great vendor. I've gotten many, many things from her, especially micro dwarfs. She has an advent calendar, and I got it today, and I'm contemplating doing an unboxing of the advent calendar. Let me put up her site if I don't already have it. Meraki Seeds. I know she had it last year. Let's see if I can find it. Well, I'll just put up her website. And it's really super cute. It's got all these different seed packets, different days on them. So I'm considering doing like an unboxing that people could. I mean, if you got it, you may not want to know what's in there. I don't even know. I assume she did the same ones for everybody. But let me see. Let me try to see if she still has them for sale. She does. Let me show it on the screen here. She shared about it in the group, and I wasn't sure when I got it if it would still be in stock, but it looks like it's in stock. It's 50 euros, 35 packs of tomato seeds packed in 24 envelopes. Oh, that's nice. Seed value is 100 euros. So I may do a separate video to unbox this, but it would be don't watch it if you're going to get it. You may not want to know. So thank you, Helena. Meraki Seeds. Let me put her website up. It's MERAKI seeds.com. I'm sure many of you have ordered from her before. Like I said, she is in Greece. I've never had issue with getting seeds from her. She's really just great. Customer service is great. So if you're interested in a fun little gift for yourself, the advent calendar, you may want to check it out. What else? Speaking of vendors, today, where's my other banner? Here it is. Let me get rid of this. Sean at Bounty Hunter Seeds officially today put up his all of his 2024-2025 seeds are now up. Let's put it that way. He's been continually adding to the store, but as of this morning, he is done. I think he said he still has some peppers left, maybe something else, but all of the tomatoes are up. And as soon as he told me that, I had things in my cart already. And I quickly placed the order. So he's usually pretty quick in sending things out. So next week, I'll probably do a live unboxing of his stuff. I did one last year that the unboxing really caused a lot of people to have seeds accidentally fall into their shopping carts too. Some of the varieties that came out of that are Toad Suck Toad, Purple Light, Multicolor. I grew a lot from him this year. Butterscotch Stripes was a great one. And these were all from the unboxing I did last year. So I'm going to talk about a few of them today that I have not had, but two of them are actually, oh, did I not put that up there? Huh, of course. Oh no, there it is. I asked him flat out this morning, like, which were your favorites of the year? And he gave me a couple. So we'll do that. What else? Anything else? Nope, I think that's it for announcements. Just one more thing. If you're in one of our grow outs with Jen, Kina, or myself, the seeds are due tomorrow unless you've talked to your captain or host or whatever you want to call it, and arrange something. I know I've extended it for Team Jarson because we've had a couple issues, but everything else, if you are in it, should be here tomorrow unless you've talked to your captain. So we've already Kina, Jen, and I have been compiling ideas on what we will do differently next year and what we may keep the same. We're already talking categories too. Kina gave us a pretty killer list. So that'll be fun. I'm looking forward to filling all those seed things for those that were able to participate this year. Rowena says, I'll be happy to listen to Bill again with you and Jen. Yeah, he's really great. He's a fun episode. He's so talented. Alex, pirates do not give up. Never given up. Never, never, never. I'm skipping around here. Everybody's talking stuff for well. Oh, Jen, I'm starting seeds for our tomatoes tomorrow. It'll be interesting to see if I can through winter, but at least I'll have a head start. I consider that. I know Harley, the swamp bitch, was doing it. She's talking about seeds for Lauren, Jennifer, and Kina, which are available at Tomato Eden. Our friend Tatiana named tomatoes after us. So, yeah, Jen, you'll have to let me know how it is. I'm chomping at the bit, and now there's a Rob tomato too, Leprechaun Rob. Actually, I think it's called Leprechaun Robs with an S at the end. But yeah, every time she does something like that, I'm like, well, that's going on my grow list for next year too. Sathya, you're going to go nanos meatballs indoors. I've got two nanos right over there. One of them has a pretty sizable fruit on it, but no other flowers. And the other one, I don't even know that it has flowers. So I may up pot it a little bit. I think it's in 2-gallon grow bags. I wanted to see if it could fit in that. Doesn't seem like it's outgrowing it. It's just not doing all that much. It was a drama queen for me a little bit outside too. So we'll see. It was always an experiment, but I'm going to have at least one tasty tomato. Olivia, I need to grow nano too. You do need to grow nano. That was like my second favorite tomato of the year was Nano's Meatball Dwarf. It doesn't look like much, but wow, that was phenomenal. Who else we got? Sathya, my friend, dug up my nanos and took it indoors to grow this winter. She trimmed it back and it's already started flowering. Good to know. Excellent. You never told us the name of your pirate ship. The HSS Tomato Heads. her HSS? Is that it? I forget. Arg. We're the ship of tomato heads. Heidi says, I made advent calendars to sell this year too, but I missed the advertising window. Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, Kina's making them again. This is her second year making our amazing advent calendars. She puts so much work into it. Kina's amazing. Andrea had one too. I made an Advent seed calendar and fell in love with the idea. Here's Harley. Yes, hanging in there. The micros grow great, but the indeterminates grow very straggly, but I'm still trying. It's worth an experiment, right? Jen says, I've ordered robin. As soon as it gets here, it'll go into soil too. I'm starting Hope's Heart 2 tomorrow. I haven't received Rob's yet. I just placed a very big order with Tomato Eden, so I'm excited to try that too. SS Tomato Heads. That's it, Brianna. That's it. All right, so let's talk about some tomatoes. So I mentioned about Bounty Hunter. You know what? Before I do this, hang on. I got to add to the spreadsheet, or I have to add to my slideshow here for a minute. I didn't get a chance to do that before we came live. I'm a little bit of a hot mess today. I mean, not just today. Kind of always a hot mess, but hot messier than usual. Bear with me one sec. I think there's 2 more I need to add. Okay. So it's already a dead giveaway as to what the first one is, and I'll talk about that in a minute. One of you watching may recognize this variety because you gave me the idea for it last week. All right, hang on. Let me get my slideshow ready. Let's see what's first. If you're just tuning in, make sure you type in hashtag tomato to be entered into seed giveaway. I'll draw 5 names at the end. I've got quite a few today that come highly recommended from newish friends that I have made across the world. Okay. All right, here's the first one. So I mentioned Bounty Hunter Seeds, and I asked Sean. You'll recognize his name in the group. It's Pat Broadmerkle, but he uses his mom's account because his was hacked a couple of years ago. So his real name's Sean Broadmerkle. So this was one of the ones that he said was one of his favorites of the year. And I'll admit, if you've watched me before, you know that all of this antho scares the heck out of me. I'm not a big fan of the antho. But he gave it very, very high praises. It's a rare variety. I can't find out anything else about it other than seeing it at Bounty Hunter Seeds. It's called CI17. Don't know the origin. He says it's a rare tomato he got from an old seed collector. Not much known about it. Late season with regular leaf foliage. It's an indeterminate. Weights of these green tomatoes can range from 5 to 8 ounces in size. They are very juicy, sweet, and sour. I think we need maybe it's just me. I know others feel the same way about heavy antho flavor that I do. I've had lots of tomatoes with antho on the top that I don't even taste it. But some of them, Black Beauty being an example, or Dancing with Smurfs, or PSU, or OSU, what is it? P22 OSU Blue. I feel like it tastes like soap. But some of them don't have that flavor. So this one definitely scares me. Let me put the link if you want to get CI17. Sean, he didn't steer me wrong last year as far as tomatoes he liked that he thinks I would like. Toad Suck Toad was really good. Multicolor was really great. And I'm going to put the link right in the comments. So this is Bounty Hunter Seeds again. That just went in the comments with the link, CI17. And then he takes a couple days to fill orders. I think shipping is $5, I believe. He does ship internationally. I can't sing his praises highly enough. He's really just a wonderful vendor and has some very unique varieties. Deborah, that's a good question, though. You don't have to redo your hashtag tomato. Let me just check on that, but it looks like, no, we're good. And, 'cause, 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 ' All right. So the next one's a rare one too, also from Bounty Hunter. This one's called Bruno. It's another green one. I love the green ones. This is, pretty bright green. Oh, there was another one. He's got another one I was going to put on. It's the name of it is like a woman's name. Let me find it. Now it's going to make me crazy. It's one of his new ones, and he does have a category. I think I put it in the chat. He does have a separate category if you want to find out what all the new ones are. Yeah, I'll put it in the comments. There's a button. If you go to his website, there's 2024, 2025 varieties. You can click on that and find out all the new ones. If you are like me and you knew the site and his varieties pretty well and you just want to see the new stuff, I just put the link there in the comments. But I want to see, there was one, I meant to pull it up to showcase today, but I'll do it in my unboxing next week. It's like Somebody's Fried Green Tomato, I think is the name of it. Let me see. I've ordered way too many things lately. I mean, in a good way. Of course, never can order too many things. Where'd it go? Kathleen's Green Frying Tomato. That's the name of it. Kathleen's Green Frying Tomato. So of course I had to get that. But yeah, this is Bruno, rare tomato variety, unknown history, mid-season plant. It's an indeterminate, means it will produce all the way up to frost if taken care of properly. It produces these green striped tomatoes that have a weight between 2 to 6 ounces. The fruit has a thicker wall to it. Flavors a blend between sweet and sour. Sounds really similar to the last one too. Hey, arg. Me and my tomato friend are dressed up as pirates today. Happy Halloween. And then the third one, actually there's going to be a fourth one too, but the third one I wanted to show you that I was really excited about from Bounty Hunter. It's another one that I had never heard of. It's called Red of Gravel Switch. I couldn't find it anywhere else either. This one we know a little bit more about. He says it hails from Kentucky. It dates back to the early 1900s to the Pope family. It is mid to late season tomato plant with regular leaf foliage. Indeterminate, nice producer of these black tomatoes. I love black tomatoes. Not the Antho black, but like black Krim type black. The weight of these fruits can range between 4 to 5 ounces, very meaty with a crunchy feel. They have a well-balanced taste with an old-timey flavor. So that's Red of Gravel Switch. Hi, Mike. The name is unique. It is. It is. There were a couple really unique names of things that I ordered from him. I mean, he really, he finds these varieties that are just amazing and unique that I've never heard of anywhere else. And like I said, I've had great luck with germination from him. He's a great guy, good customer service, reasonable. Oh, something else he added new, I noticed. He always gives you the option between getting 10 seeds or 20 seeds. Now he offers a third option of 25. So I always opt for the largest because I like to save some to trade and give away to people. But I think it was $4.50 US for each pack of 25. I think I'm right about that. So reasonable prices. I know, Keena, every time I see a unique name, I think of you. You know me, I always say I'm not a sucker for a good name. I think I'm changing my mind about that. It definitely makes me stand up and look, for sure. This Red of the Gravel Switch, as soon as I saw the name, I'm like, oh, that's interesting. If I heard it didn't taste good, would I grow it? No, I wouldn't. But I think I'm more of a sucker for the unique names than I care to admit, for sure. Shannon says you can order way too many things, for sure. Haley's here. Happy Halloween. Oh, Missy, you've grown Red of Gravel Switch, huh? Very good. Nice bite. So is this the one he said is crunchy? No, that was the last one. How's the flavor? So I'm a total sucker for names and packaging. Yeah, packaging for sure. Good packaging. Like I showed yesterday with tomato seta with the beautiful full color picture and information. I love that. Satya, that's a better deal than buying multiple packs. That's the way I see it too. So I will always keep at least 5 for myself. And then I can trade for some of the others that maybe somebody's looking for. Okay, so let's move on from that. Last week, you already got a hint for this one before because it was number 1. Last week, right towards the end of the broadcast, one of you out there, maybe you're watching today, I forget who it was, but they asked if I had ever heard of this Spanish variety. I've been talking a lot about Spanish varieties. I'm going to be growing a lot of them next year because a lot of them come highly recommended. I grew a few this year that were really great. So this was the one that was mentioned. I don't know how to spell it. Aretzabaleta? Aretzabaleta? Let's go with that. It's from Spain. If you were the one that put this out last week, give us a shout in the comments because I looked into it as soon as the episode was over and I am like, I have to grow this. I have to grow this. It's from Spain. It is widely known in Spain as the best tasting Spanish tomato, and it was on the verge of extinction. Here's what I know. Tomato FIFO has information, and you can order seeds for it. Let me just put that in the comment now. From Tomate Charme. Did I put this in here? Yes, I did. I'll just put the link in the comments now because they're not easy to find, at least in the United States. All right, I just put the link in the comments. Aretzabaleta from Spain. From Tomate de Charme, it says it's a wonderful, rare variety of very popular large tomatoes originating from the village of Aretzabaleta in the Spanish Basque Country. It's a very famous tomato, which is the subject of many summer tasting competitions and which often comes out the winner. Has anybody grown this, by the way? I would love to hear from somebody who's grown it, especially if you're the one that threw this out last week. Tomato FIFO says it's a very popular and emblematic variety of the Spanish Basque Country, also known as Morado de Aretzabaleta, Aretzabaletaco Mascoro, and Borracho de Aretzabaleta. Fruits weighing 200 to 300 grams, sometimes more, slightly flattened with discreetly ribbed shoulders, pinkish purple with yellowish green shoulders, very fleshy and juicy flesh, excellent old-fashioned tomato flavor, good productivity. Then I also found in a Basque magazine from the Basque country that they have competitions. Oh, shoot. Did I not put that one up? Rats. I had a whole other slide. Oh, I know what I did. I wonder if I can add to it. Hang on. Did I put it up here? Yes, I did. Here it is. Okay. So oops. Hang on. Here it is. Maybe. Yeah, there it is. So that the graphic to the right is a poster from like an educational, like a taste test, an educational thing to help people know about the variety from back in 2021. I thought that was pretty cool. And then there's another picture there from Tomate Charme. So I've become obsessed with this tomato. I must grow it. From somebody that never had a red or pink tomato that she liked until this year, I sure am going to be growing a lot of them. So that's Aretzabaleta. You know anything else? Sweet, balanced flavor, slight acidic touch. The person who commented on it last week towards the end of the episode said it was great. Well, I'm having all sorts of technical stuff this year. Anybody grown it? Oh, Eva, you grow everything. Every week you're like, I've grown it. You had it in 2022. It's really good. Yeah. Really, really good or just really good? Like, is it worth the garden space? It wins all these tasting contests in Spain, and there's some pretty good Spanish varieties. There was an article that it looked like it in one of the Spanish newspapers, a long article that had been written in 2022 about how it was almost extinct. But then I go to click on it and it's no longer there and I couldn't find it. So I would have loved to read that article. Keena says, I would totally do that too. And I see something limited edition or new and I'm a sucker right on it. Oh, yes, for sure. For sure. Yesterday, Cultiv Taru, or Cultivate Your Street, as it translates to English, they opened their shop with their new varieties. I can't order from them in the United States, but a good friend offered to order a couple things for me. And I think I said I would confine it. Well, she didn't tell me to confine it to 4. I decided I was going to confine it for 4. And I think all of them were like exclusive to them. So excited for that. All right, so that's Arrays de Baleta. The next one, so many of you probably remember a variety I've been talking about a lot this year called Karl's Emslandtraube from Germany. My friend Tim Schneidigers, he's also friends with Jen. He offered us the seeds to grow. This was his grandfather's variety, his 103-year-old grandfather. Small little cherries that were unbelievably good. Really hard to find these seeds. Tomatenflüsterer in Austria carries them, Thomas Seidel. But other than that, I've never seen them elsewhere. So he and I have become friends. He gave me those seeds. We've exchanged some seeds back and forth. And yesterday he sent me some new ones, some of his favorites of this year. And he had mentioned this one to me before, and I already had seeds. But he said this is the best red he's ever had. So it's from Hungary. I'm going to brutalize the pronunciation from it, but Graf Batiani, another red, right? Am I really going to grow all these reds and pinks? I'm not really sure, but my friends sure are making it difficult for me. It's a rare variety originating from Hungary. If you've grown it, let me know. Thick and juicy beef, small cells containing very few seeds. Sweet flavor, exceptional aromas. That word exceptional gets me all the time too. Although exceptional aromas, does that translate to exceptional taste? Not always, but we'll see. Plant with great development, regular foliage, indeterminate growth, regular production from mid-season. So that is Tim Schneidiger's best red he's ever had. Let me see if I found it anywhere for sale. Some of them I did, some of them I didn't. I don't think it's all that difficult to find this one. No, I didn't find it, but I think it's pretty easy. Maybe Tomato Faifu has it in stock. So that's from Hungary. I did have a few seeds already, but Tim sent me some also. So thank you, Tim, for that and for your letter back and forth, like describing all these varieties he sent to me. Really, really nice. Heidi, well, get it now because of the flooding in Spain. Things are going to be hard to get. Well, I'm pretty sure you can get them any places other than Spain. I didn't realize they were having flooding over there. That's horrible. All right, the next one is from another new friend I've made in my friend Marco in Germany. He says, this is the best red he's ever had. Garote Bicolor Aracena. I didn't even plan it that way. That one was Tim's, one was Marco's, and that they were the best reds they ever had. He couldn't say enough things about this one. This is from Spain also. Regular leaf, red beefsteaks. Has anybody grown this one? I want to hear. Teresa, is that a heart? Are you meaning the last one? Let's take a look. It doesn't say it's a heart. It says it's a beefsteak. It does kind of look like a heart, though. Let me see if it says anything. Yeah, it does look like a heart. You're right. It doesn't say in the information I compiled. It doesn't say either way. Oh, it does say beefsteak, round, flattened at the pole. So maybe it was just, maybe it can have heart look to it too. Not really sure. All right, so back to Garote Bicolor Aracena. Best red he's ever had, my friend. Old Spanish variety from the region around the town of Aracena. Story is one day a Spanish man introduced this variety to a Spanish tomato forum, claiming it as an old Spanish relic tomato from his ancestors. The variety had no name, so the whole Spanish tomato forum was asked to name it, and they chose Aracenes because the men came from that region. It is said that the garrote and bicolor were chosen just to give the variety a nice sounding name, at least they're honest, but I personally guess it was named bicolor because of the seed jelly of this variety. Oh, I didn't put an interior. That's very unlike me. That's very unlike me not to include an interior shot. Bad me, because to me the interior says it all. Because often the seed jelly of this variety has a yellow color while the rest of the meat is red. Well, I'm a sucker for that too. Yellowish green seed gel, yum. Garrote has many different meanings in Spanish, one of which is club. I have tasted a lot of red tomatoes so far. Where did this information come from? Now that's unlike me too. Usually I cite where the information came from. Did it come from my friend? No, I think I just found it on a site. I'm losing it today. Guess I have the Halloween craziness. The writer says, I've tasted a lot of red tomatoes so far, but I never had one that really could fascinate me taste-wise. Garrote, bicolor, or Aracenes was the first and only one so far that really did astonish me with its... Oh, no, this was from my friend. He wrote this to me. Sorry. Really did astonish me with its taste and is since then every year a must grow for me. Good to know. And then another site has excellent flavor, quite rich and sweet, big red heirloom, also known as Garrote or Ancestral de Aracena, referring to Sierra de Aracena, region of southwestern Spain. Bicolor just means some fruits are pink other than red. Anybody else grown it? You're welcome, Teresa, about the other one being a heart. It does look like a heart, you're right. Oh gosh, Lucas, they had the rain of an entire year in 24 hours. That's awful. This weather's just been crazy for a while now, all over the world. I know so many members of our group just had terrible seasons. I know places in Europe had tons of rain. It was a little cold. We had drought. I mean, really, it runs the gamut. I had a great season. I'm fortunate, but I know so many of you did not. But the weather's crazy. All right, this next one I got, I think it's the first, no, it's the first time I've ordered from this vendor. It's not, I ordered peppers from them, but I think this is the first time I've ever ordered tomatoes from them. They're called 2 Seeds in a Pod. And I wanted some Turkish, a Turkish variety that they carried. And I looked at their tomatoes and they had a couple Turkish varieties. And I have some Turkish varieties, but not a lot. So a couple of them sounded really interesting. 2 Seeds in a Pod. They're based in the United States. They're at 2seedsinapod.com. They're in West Virginia. I don't know if they're by you, Jen. Looks like they're in northern West Virginia. Here's what their seed packaging looks like. They're all the varieties are the same, but it has the variety name at the top. And this one, I don't know how to pronounce it. Kopek Hayasa. Oh, no, it does say in here. I wrote it down. Kopek Hayasa. Kopek Hayasa. Okay, Kopek Hayasa from Turkey. It's an old Turkish heirloom from Alakır Basin of Western Taurus region, Turkey. Once widely grown in the region, Kopek Hayasa also became extinct until in the early 2000s, Burhan Erkutlu and Tuba Gunal recovered its seeds from an eco-village in France. Large meaty fruits have excellent flavor and develop dark green shoulders, which eventually fades into red as the fruits ripen. Plants are prolific and many fruits weigh around 1 pound. I love the shape of it. That's what really caught my eye. That and the fact that it was rare from Turkey. Multi-purpose mid-season variety for eating off the vine, canning, and making sauces and paste. The seeds for this variety were originally sent to them by an olive farmer in Kanakel, Turkey. I just love ones that I haven't heard of before. I love from all over the world, and again, the shape really spoke to me. Anybody grow this one before? Idaho Garden Girl. I like 2 seeds in a pod. Yeah, I had. They have some interesting Turkish varieties. They do, and like I said, the other order I did with them, I think it was only for 2 varieties, but they were peppers, and I'm trying to think. One started Tatli Ukburin was a really great pepper, and there was another one from Turkey. It's escaping me, but yeah, they've got a really nice looking site too. So that's 2seedsinapod.com. Kopek Hayasa. Boy, I'm moving right along today. I've only got 3 more varieties. Usually it like takes me an hour and a half just to get to one, but that's a good thing, right? Next one. This doesn't seem like it's anything special, but let me tell you why I'm featuring this. First of all, Piagnolo is Italian for hanging variety. This is a long keeper. You may know Piagnolo del Vesuvio. Piagnolo Ghiaio is the yellow version. This is the orange version, Arancio meaning orange. I had it on my grow list for this year and it didn't make the cut. I had it on my grow list because Tatiana at Tomato Eden has it as one of the sweetest tomatoes she's ever tasted. And then when I was talking to Sean today at Bounty Hunter Seeds, he kind of said the same thing. He said it was a great variety. And to me, I looked at it and I'm like, it's just an orange version of Piagnolo del Vesuvio, a long red long keeper. So now I'm super psyched about it. 2 people from different parts of the world both agreeing that this is one of the sweetest varieties they've ever grown. I'm reading right from Tomato Eden here. Tall, over 2 meters, one of the sweetest cherry tomatoes. Early, extended fruiting. Fruits hang for a long time without spoiling. Super productive. It does not shed its ovaries in the heat. So there you go. I have it on my Tomato Eden list to get. Yeah. Anybody grown the orange version? I know many grew the red and the yellow, but the orange one is the one that seems to be the sweetest. Idaho Garden Girl says, I bought bean and pepper seeds from 2 seeds in a pod. I've made an Arancio cake. Yeah, Arancio means orange. By the way, Sean has it on Bounty Hunter Seeds, but as of this morning, he has it listed as Arnica, and he's changing it. The letters got switched around, but it is Arancio. It's orange. It's the same variety, just a misspelling. Heidi says, heard that because of the rains, crops are getting wiped out, plus the seeds as well. Oh, that's terrible. That is terrible. I'll keep them in my thoughts and prayers for sure. Sasha says, I've heard of this. Couldn't remember name exactly. Yep, it's going on the list. Not that I want to go down the rabbit hole of long keepers, but you may see a lot of common names when we're talking about long keepers. Piagnolo is one of them. I mentioned it's the Italian word, so some people hang them. Keep going back on and off with my little heater here. So long keepers that they hang, Piagnolo style, I believe, means hanging in Italian. In Spain, they're known as Ramallet, Ramallet. Depenjar, Colgard all means the same thing, like hanging varieties. You don't have to hang them, but that's what they mean. So you'll often see like Piagnolo. There's a bunch of them. I'm trying to think. Piagnolo de Kenneth's Piagnolo, Kirsten's Piagnolo. They're all different varieties, but the Piagnolo just means the type of tomato it is. I had Evan from Heirloom Seed House on with me this past January, talking about long keepers and the history of them and all. Back to Meraki Seeds, she's got a ton of long keepers, and she just told me she's got a bunch more coming in from Spain. Obviously, Sean has some. Who else? Tomato Eden. Did I mention Tomato Eden? No, I did not. She's got a ton. So if you're looking for interesting long keepers, I haven't seen Banyel Bufar on any of them yet, but maybe that'll change soon. Jen says, my red pianola was very heat tolerant. They are already shriveling though, so not super long keeping for me. I've had the same with a lot of these Banyule Bouffars. The ones that are like 2 months old are starting to shrivel. These are relatively new ones. But out of the 4 or 5 I grew, this is really good. This was the most productive. The plant was like 10 feet tall. And the night before we knew there was getting frost, Rob and I are both out there just harvesting green tomato after green tomato. It was crazy. Thanks, TN Fishkeeper. Me and my pirate tomato were twinning today. Happy Halloween. Hey, Hope. Glad you're here. All right, so that's Pianola Rancio. You can get seeds at Bounty Hunter or Tomato Eden. All right, so Bill, I mentioned Bill Yoder is going to be on with Jen and I next Friday, and he and I talk frequently, and I often say, Bill told me this one's really good, and I talked about this yesterday, I think, in my Tomato Awesomesauce unboxing. He gave me like 4 varieties that weren't his that he says I need to grow this year, and are all of them, I think all except one, are Sofia Sakova varieties. And this is one of them, and I mentioned this one yesterday. This is Cherry Stripes. This picture came from Bill Yoder. These are his tomatoes. So this is a definite not moving from my grow list at all. It's like in cement. There's no way that this is moving. Just the color. Bill saying it's really good. I mean, he knows good tomatoes. He said it was spectacular. Tomato Eden does sell it. It's an experimental variety. Although on Sophia's site, she doesn't list a generation. Most of the time she'll say like F5, F6, F7. I just checked before the show. She doesn't have Cherry Stripes as a generation, so maybe it's stable, although Tatiana at Tomato Eden says it's experimental. So it's a selection of Sophia's from the Trees Lower Stripes variety. Interesting. I grew Heart of the Lower Tree this year. I know at least one of you out there did too. That was a very interesting variety. Indeterminate, medium height, 1.8 plus meters, mid-season. Fruits are wide, heart-shaped with a cherry spot and stripes from the base. Average weight, 180 to 300 grams. Marmalade sweet pulp. Yum. Looks great. I'm going to be growing a lot of hers this year, that is for sure, and high praises coming from Bill. TN Fishkeeper, this is a very nice tomato shared. Thanks for the information. You're very welcome. And the last one I had made a slide for is one of Bill's himself. So I've had I placed a large order from him. I don't know, when was he taking orders? Like 2 months ago or something like that. It was before his back surgery. I'd placed an order. It's no mistake. I've shared before that I'm a huge fan of not only Bill Yoder's varieties, but also the band Duran Duran. Grew up with them, obsessed. My best friend from college is actually their manager now. So I've had a chance to meet them and all that. So I've had this envelope of Bill's stuff. Is this it? Yep. Right here, sitting here, but not logged into my spreadsheet. So I started doing that a couple days ago. And this is the one Bill said that this is his favorite. This is a song by Duran Duran called The Chauffeur. These are his pictures again. Breeder Bill Yoder, origin from the US. This is what he has to say about it. Introducing The Chauffeur, the first addition to my upcoming Duran Duran collection. Since this is definitely my favorite tomato, I've named it in honor of my favorite Duran Duran song. The flavors of this one will blow you away. This is his If You Could Only Eat One tomato. Again, high praise. And look at that interior. That's just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Rowena says, Lauren, you really need to watch the new Lucky Garden video. He talks about a few of Sophia's varieties. Good to know. I will have to watch it. Cindy screenshot activated. Yeah, this is a good one. He's still taking orders. If you have not ordered from Bill, you need to order through him directly through Facebook. If you're in the group, he's a member, so you can find his profile through there and just give him a private message. I know he's out of stock of one or two, but I don't think the chauffeur is one of them. I remember when you had this on your list, Jen. Cherry Stripes was cut from 2024 next year for sure. It's so pretty. I agree. Let's go back and look at that one. Phenomenal. Great pictures too. That is definitely on my grow list, and then as is the chauffeur and many, if not all, of the Duran Duran varieties. I'm not sure if I can do it. He's also released part of a Beastie Boys collection, and one of their songs is apparently called Gratitude, which is the other hat I wear, so to speak, with my other group. It's a gratitude group for people with chronic pain and illness. So I have to grow Gratitude at the very least. What You Want is one of the ones he no longer has seeds of. I think he's working on that, but right now he doesn't have those, but I think he has the rest. We can talk to him more about that during Tomato Talk Live next Friday. Sasha. Chauffeur looks like it can take me to happy places. Well, for Bill Yoder to say this is, if you could only eat one tomato, that's pretty good. Darla's here. Hey, Darla. I ordered chauffeur along with a few others from Bill recently. Really looking forward to growing some of them next year. Me too. Me too. Every time he releases a tomato, I'm like, no, because it means I need another spot. Like, just come out with maybe like 5 or 6 that look good. You don't have to come out with like 30 that look amazing. Come on, Bill. Work with me here. Lisa's got seeds for the chauffeur on your grow list next year. Absolutely. Of course, I have to grow Gratitude. In fact, Bill's so nice. He's actually donating a couple packs of Gratitude for winners in the Gratitude group, in the cooking, crafting, gardening section of the group, which I thought was really thoughtful. It was his idea, not mine. Harley is thanking Jen for the MMM video. You encouraged me to join. I mailed mine out on Monday. I have not mailed mine out yet, but I'm sending him a list of everything I've got going. Lisa says, the chauffeurs on my list have got the seeds already for the next one. Yum, yum. Karen says, if you've already emailed back and forth with Bill, should you skip the Facebook contact step? Yes, I would. If you've already got his email address, I don't think there's no need to make that initial contact. Somebody wants to order the chauffeur, I think. So I don't think I've ever ended a show this early. It's an hour, 20 minutes. I knew I didn't have... I always think like it's going to be a short episode this time because I don't have a lot to talk about, but then it ends up being 3 hours. And I thought that today, but I guess it just went quickly. You're welcome, Karen. So unless anybody has any questions, we'll draw some winners. I have so many seeds to look through, Deb. I'm excited to open yours. I want to look through the 2 seeds in a pod, and then I have to show you guys this. My friend from Spain, I sent him some seeds. I did not know he was sending me anything in return. He sent all these long keepers that I do not have from Spain. Full packets of seeds. I can't wait. And you can see what I was talking about on here. These are Ramelette. Ramelette. So these are hanging varieties. Ramelette Blanca, which I assume would be a white one. Ramelette de Faro. I think I've got some of these on my wish list. Ramelette de Canya set. So generous. I was really excited. The best is, today I got seed mail. One from Greece, one from Spain. And Rob was bringing in the mail when he got home, and I'm like, oh, it's like, isn't it exciting getting stuff from other countries? Ramelette Dana Solaretta. And then the same member sent me some regional ramelettes last year, and I grew one of them, and it looks like maybe there's a couple more he's included. So thank you, my friend from Spain, if you are watching. I'm super excited to look these up, put them on my spreadsheet, and grow them. I appreciate it. All right, let's give away some prizes. So If you haven't joined before, I'm going to draw some names. And if you are a winner, it's best to private message me on Facebook if you can. If not, you can email me. Let me put up my email address. Why do I feel like I make a banner with my email address every week? And here it is. LERNIE@me.com. So I want to try, this just to see if it works, but I've got the other one on standby. Let's see if it works. Nope. Oh, yeah. And these people at EvMux are trying to tell me I'm crazy. All right. Okay. That's a bless. No worries. We're going to go to plan B here. Crazy. EvMux is almost perfect. Oh no, what happened? Oh, there it is. I think I freak out like this every week. All right, first winner. Andrea Ruiz. Congratulations, Andrea. And you guys can private message me and we'll choose a couple of varieties that that you're interested in. I am sharing this. Yes. Okay. All right. Next one. A lot of people joined. 77 joined in. 771 blah blah. Congratulations, blah blah. I may, depending on what the variety is, I may have some seeds from what things I talked about today, or obviously past episodes. Just reach out if you need help, need some guidance. I can certainly help you too. Okay, remove blah blah. Next one, number 3. Jerry, congratulations, Jerry. Didn't you win last week too, Jerry? You did. So I'll just add this onto your tally. All right, that's number 3. Congratulations. Number 4. I really need some music. Deborah. Have to add that onto your tally too, Deborah. And congratulations. And the last one. Congratulations, Drew. Congratulations all. And I say this every week, but I am catching up with prizes, but I give away a lot of prizes, so I run behind often a few months. So if you're, in a place of, I owe you micros that you want to plant, or if you're on the other side of the world and it's planting season now, just give me a nudge. Otherwise, I don't forget. I write down everything. Although I did forget a couple of varieties of somebody yesterday, but I just run behind, and I don't want to stop giving away prizes to catch up, because I like to give away seed prizes. So as long as you're patient with me, I'll continue to keep giving them away. So that's it. I hope you all have a happy Halloween. Hope you enjoyed some of the varieties we talked about this week. And I'll see you next Thursday for Lawrence Tomato Awesome Sauce. I might do another live show unboxing of the Advent calendar. Maybe I'm considering it, and I may do, depending on when my Bounty Hunter Seeds order comes in, I may do an unboxing of that. But otherwise, let's assume I don't. I'll see you next Thursday, and then next Friday with Jen and I and Bill Yoder. Be there, be square. Happy Halloween, everybody. Arg. Me and my tomato signing off. Thanks for joining us this Thursday, and we'll see you soon. Peace and love. Get your gratitude on. Go grow tomatoes, and happy Halloween. Bye, gang.